What's up, guys? Welcome back to the channel. As if we didn't have a lot going on already with Fun Days coming up this weekend, Anime Expo the week after that, Funko just dropped on us the latest reveals for San Diego Comic-Con 2025, and I gotta say, this list looks really, really good. I think they did a great job with the IPs they picked for this year. The characters are looking great, and I'm just really excited for it. So let's jump into the list and talk about these reveals, and I'll tell you my favorite ones from this list. And we're going to start off with the Bing Bong here from Inside Out, and this one is a real tearjerker. This one is incredible with the speech bubble to take her to the moon for me. I mean, this is just really good. He's disappearing. If you guys remember the scene from the movie,
take her to the moon for me, okay?
Super sad, but Bing Bong, such a great character, so definitely happy to see this Inside Out one. And then the next one they revealed here is the Herbie from the Fantastic Four, the new movie coming out. So had to expect something like that from Marvel with the new blockbuster coming out. This one makes a ton of sense, so definitely like to see that. And then getting into the next thing, it is a first biddy here, and this is also with the same theme, the Fantastic Four. They're just piggybacking onto that movie coming out. So we got a biddy 4-pack here, and this is great. And you get a little mini Pedro Pascal, so who's not happy about that? And the next one we got coming up on this list is the Sensational Spider-Man. And we saw this one that was leaked on the list earlier a few months ago. And here it is coming into fruition. I really, really like this pop. I like that it has the black lines on the Spider-Man, so I know a lot of people are happy about that. So this is definitely a cool one to see, Sensational Spider-Man. And the next couple here we have from X-Men, and the first one being the X-Men 97. That is the Gambit here. Look at him with his little tongs here. You know, that's really looking great there. And then the first Dazzler. This is a great pop. Dazzler has been a rumored character coming to the MCU. So here we got the first pop of the Dazzler, and this is a Diamond Collection pop also, which makes total sense to this pop. So that's really cool. And then the last one here for the X-Men category. We have that Onslaught, so this is really cool looking character as well. He looks like he should be metallic, but he's not metallic, at least it doesn't say so. But again, 3 X-Men pops that are really looking cool, and I'm like I said, the Gambit and the Dazzler are my 2 favorite out of those X-Men ones. Then we have another one that was leaked a couple months ago, and that is the Stitch on the surfboard. Funko has been going all in on Stitch this year. There's been so many different releases, and I guess with the new live-action movie that has released, Stitch fever is high, so yep, a surfboarding Stitch, which makes total sense for San Diego and the beach theme. Then we have another Danny Phantom character. Now, Danny Phantom stuff always sells well. They don't make a lot of Danny Phantom characters. There's been a couple NFTs. There's been a Freddy Danny Phantom. There's been one, I believe, Danny Phantom pop. That was a New York Comic Con exclusive. And now we have this one here, the Sam. And this one is really looking great, too. And I expect this to be one of the fan favorites because, again, they don't make a lot of Danny Phantom pops, so just getting one for San Diego, that is really, really great. And then, continuing with another theme, we got another Fairly Odd Parents pack. Now, we have had the newer wave of the comics come out this year. We had the 2-pack, the Auntie Cosmo and Auntie Wanda, that came out at WonderCon this year. We also had the original Fairly Odd Parents 3-pack that came back out at San Diego a couple years ago. And now we have another Fairly Odd Parents 2-pack here with Jorgen von Strangle and the Tooth Fairy. So, again, a Fairly Odd Parents 2-pack over in California at San Diego. This one is going to be great, and I'm sure a lot of people are going to want to get their hands on this, myself included. Then we have the SpongeBob cleaning. This one is incredible. Look at him with all the arms and doing all the different tasks. And SpongeBob is just such a lovable character. People love SpongeBob pops. This is a memorable moment from the cartoons.
You mean I have to do all this baby stuff myself?
So I think this pop is going to be a pretty hot item as well. And then, of course, we get into the anime stuff, and Funko loves putting out some bangers for anime. And they have already put out a few that are going to be at Anime Expo already this summer, but they did save a few really great pieces for San Diego. And starting off with, once again, a one-piece ride, and this one looks really, really great. This is the Nico Robin on the Mini Mary. Now, people love the Luffy on the Going Mary, so I think people are going to love this one as well. And, of course, One Piece is just a super hot IP, super hot seller, so this is a really, really cool piece. Then we get into the Naruto stuff, and the first one that they showed here, and this is the Naruto with the Paw Encyclopedia. Look at him with his little cat ears. I think this one looks great. And then jumping on to that, the train of the Susanos, we have right here the Sasuke, and this is just like they had one over at WonderCon. This is the San Diego one. It is purple, it is big, but it looks really, really great. Then the next anime one we have is from Demon Slayer, and that is Tengen with his wives. Now, this is a pretty a pretty iconic moment to people that do watch Demon Slayer, and I am not one of those people. But again, this is a great pop. I know people have been telling me that they love the look of this one. So yeah, I think this one looks great. You're basically getting 4 pops in one, so that's definitely looking great. And then we got some Batman stuff. And here we go with the first one. I think this one looks really great. But then there are 3 more that are actually limited pieces. We have the Azrael Batman, which is 1,500 pieces. Then we have a Blueprint Batman and a Blueprint Robin. Don't know how I feel about these necessarily. I think they look kind of cool. I think I have to see them in person to really decide what I like. But they are both limited to 2,010 pieces. Not sure what's up with that number. I'm sure there's some significance or meaning behind it that I just don't know. But those are the Batman pieces that we'll be releasing at this con. So those are really cool looking. Then we get into another limited piece, and this is the Huckleberry Hound, the glitter one, and he is 2,000 pieces. And they haven't said if this is going to be show only or online, both, whatever. But I'm going to assume it's show only with that low piece count. But Huckleberry Hound is a staple with Funko, so like to see they brought him back. And then the next super limited piece here is a 500-piece Freddy Funko Voltron Jumbotron. I really wish it wasn't a Jumbotron because this is such a gigantic piece. Now, it looks great. It's black and white. It's really cool. 500 pieces, super limited. They're just so big. So, I mean, for Voltron collectors, I think they're really going to love this. And it's, again, a super low piece count, which is nice. It's just such a gigantic piece. So, probably not one I'll go after, but still a great piece. Then we have one that has been showing up in stores already with the shared sticker that you'll be able to buy, and that is the Buccaneer Shadow here, and he looks really cool. I know Sonic stuff always does well, so Buccaneer Shadow, definitely a cool one to see. Then we get into the Sanrio stuff, and that is My Melody and Kuromi, both metallic figures. I know people love these. They go nuts over these, so these are 2 that will be at San Diego. These look great. Hello Kitty and Friends stuff, so definitely liking those. Then we have our first pop from Tank Girl. I've never seen the movie. People have told me I should see that. It's great. This is a pop ride, so I think the detail on this looks incredible. The pop itself looks incredible. So overall, this is a really cool piece. So I guess it's like some sort of, cult following movie, something like that. But the pop itself looks really great, so I'm excited to see it in person. And then, of course, we have one of our favorite memeable penguins. And here we go, is the Pingu. And this looks really great. If you guys know the meme, this is perfect. And I just think it's such a funny pop. And I like that Funko's kind of going into that, that meme character type territory. So this one looks really good. So I know people are going to want to get their hands on that as well. Then we have another limited piece, and it's a 2,000 piece. This is a Barbie Rocks one, but it is a faceted piece, and I don't love the faceted pops. I guess it kind of makes sense with this one, but just overall, I just think the faceted look is kind of blah to me. But Barbie Rocks, 2,000 piece faceted. I'm assuming this will be a show-only piece as well. Then they showed us some biddies here, and those are, I'm actually really liking these. I'm not a huge biddy collector, but these are fun, and it's all part of their, like their Biddy City line that they're trying to introduce this year. So first they started off with some biddies from like the Funko Funime, which is like, has the Freddy and the Franny and the Proto in those outfits. But then they have some Biddy City stuff, and it has, a Mayor Freddy, a City Hall, on a Funkoville town sign, which is really cool. And they have Franny dressed up as a firefighter with the fire engine. So I just think these are pretty cool, and I like to see them. I probably will try and pick these up over at Funkoville San Diego. So it makes sense to have those and to really push that new Biddy City line. And then they introduced, of course, a Jumbo Pokemon that they have been doing for the last several cons. And this is the Entei in the Jumbo size, the giant 10-inch Pokemon. So that is really, really cool looking. But overall, I think these reveals have been really good. For me, I definitely need the Bing Bong. I definitely need the Fairly Odd Parents 2-pack. Those are 2 that I will have to add to my personal collection. But overall, I just think that they did a good job with the IPs. I think they touched on a lot of different spaces for people that are going to want to collect. So I just think overall this list was really good. And it wasn't too big, it wasn't too small. I think there's a perfect amount of pops here. So that is good. And that pretty much does it for the reveals, or does it? Funko did put out a post that there may be some more reveals coming, and that will come at Fun Days this weekend. So I'm excited to see. I will be at Fun Days, so I'm excited to see what will be uncovered at Fun Days. If there will be a couple more reveals of other limited pops that are coming to San Diego, I have no idea, but I'm excited to see what Funko has up their sleeve. But overall, again, I think the San Diego reveals have been great. I think the pops on this list are awesome, and I'm excited to see them all in person and pick up the few that I want for my personal collection at the end of July. So let me know, guys, in the comment section down below what your favorite from this reveal list was. Which ones will you be picking up for your personal collection? Will you want any of them? None of them? Just let me know all that in the comment section down below. We don't know where any of these Pops are shared with yet. Funko hasn't put out an official list, but I'm sure they will within the coming weeks, so everyone knows. Will they be able to get these shared stickers online? Obviously on Funko's website, but in stores and stuff like that, we don't know yet. But again, for the con sticker stuff, which ones do you think are the best? Which ones will you go after? Just let me know all that in the comment section down below. If you did enjoy the video, don't forget to hit that like button. We really appreciate it. Leave the comment, share the video, helps the algorithm, helps the channel. I will have a lot more content coming up. I will be over at Fun Days this weekend. I'll be over at Anime Expo the weekend after that, so there'll be a lot going on. I will have a lot to film, a lot of content to put out. So yeah, if you guys don't want to miss any of that, make sure to subscribe to the channel, put notifications on, and as always, thanks for watching.